You know, I wasn't really sure if I was going to cover this story or not. I got a lot of requests to cover this particular story, and it's not really my forte. It's not really my type of content. I don't really cover independent professional wrestling, but this news story is making the rounds on a national level, and it was one of the most disturbing things that I think I've ever seen. Seeing anything on social media. It was terrible. Downright terrible. I woke up to the news this morning. I woke up to clips all over my timeline on social media about this incident that happened at KnokX Pro Wrestling Academy in Los Angeles. And the son of Rampage Jackson, son of ex-UFC champion Quinton Jackson, appears to assault a pro wrestler at a Los Angeles independent professional wrestling show. I seen this clip. I am not going to show the clip. I am not going to show anything from his live stream. Everything is just so disturbing, bro, that I honestly feel like it was premeditated and he sought to legitimately murder this individual in the ring. Raja Jackson, the son of Rampage Jackson, seeked out a pro wrestler that he was supposed to work an angle with, and I legitimately think he went in there to kill him for whatever reason. I don't know. I watched several clips leading up to exactly what happened, and I just still don't know why it all resulted in what we got. The son of former UFC champion Quinton Rampage Jackson appeared to brutally attack a pro wrestler during an independent pro wrestling show in Los Angeles on Saturday night, and the video of the altercation can be seen on social media. I will not be linking you here. I will not be linking you down in the description or the comment section, nor will I be playing the video on this particular upload today. You guys can go find it yourself. It's easy to find. There was the video of this altercation in what Raja's father, Rampage Jackson, called a case of bad judgment and a work that went wrong. A work that went wrong? After all the clips that I saw today, I don't think it was a work that went wrong. I think that his son is mentally deranged, and I think his son went to go do something in this particular instance that he wanted to do, which was murder. Video of the incident shows Raja Jackson entering the ring at KnokX Pro Wrestling Academy. This happened on Saturday night, and he slammed wrestler Stuart Smith, whose in-ring name is Syko Stu, to the mat. Takedown, MMA takedown, a spine buster-like slam. Jackson then mounts Smith in the video and punches him almost 24 times in the face, while everybody else in the ring watches on as this man is laying lifeless in the ring before anything is being done about it. After 24 or so punches, then everybody gets involved. And everybody starts pulling Jackson off of Stuart Smith. Smith, who seemed to lose consciousness and was not able to try to protect himself from these punches, laid motionless in the ring with blood streaming down his face. His condition was not immediately clear on Sunday. Now, there are reports that he is awake, but the damage has been done, and apparently it's going to be a long road to recovery. Rampage Jackson put out a tweet, which we'll get to in a little bit, saying that he is awake and he hopefully gets better. Rampage Jackson said on X, after that he had been informed with what his son did, that Smith was awake and stable, he said. That was the night of. Los Angeles police spokesman Norma Eisenman confirmed that officers responded to the 8500 block of Lancashire Boulevard and took a report. KnokX Pro Wrestling lists its address as 8548 Lancashire Boulevard. Eisenman said that there's no arrests were made, and that detectives would look at the report Monday and decide how to move forward with the investigation. Raja Jackson did not immediately respond to a request for comment, and more details sent through social media Sunday night. Smith also did not respond to a similar request. Rampage Jackson said in a post on X that the incident was bad judgment and a work that went wrong, using the wrestler term work, which refers to something that is scripted. Raja is an MMA fighter, not a pro wrestler, and had no business being involved in an event like this. I don't condone my son's actions at all. In a statement in full, I want to read you guys what he said on X. I want to clear up the misinformation about my son Raja. I've been confirmed that the wrestler Stuart Smith, aka Syko Stu, is awake and stable. Raja was unexpectedly hit in the side of the head by him moments before Smith's match. No, it wasn't moments before Smith's match. It was all shown on stream. It didn't happen moments before Smith's match. And Syko Stu apologized to Raja Jackson for what had happened outside the arena before the match actually took place and the work was supposed to go on as planned. Raja was told that he could get his quote-unquote payback in the ring. I thought it was part of the show. It was bad judgment and a work that went wrong. No, your son is just a fucking retard. It wasn't a work that gone wrong. Raja is an MMA fighter, not a pro wrestler. Yes, let's start making excuses that he's not a pro wrestler. And had no business involved in an event like this. I don't condone my son's actions at all. He suffered a concussion from sparring only days ago and had no business doing anything remotely close to physical contact. As a father, I'm deeply concerned with his health and the well-being of Mr. Smith. That being said, I'm very upset that any of this happened, but my main concern now is that Mr. Smith will make a speedy recovery. I apologize on his behalf and to KnokX, the streaming service, for this situation. KnokX Wrestling Academy did not answer calls seeking comment Sunday night. The attack was streamed on KnokX. In a statement, a spokesperson for the live streaming platform said Raja's account on KnokX was suspended. Good. KnokX's community guidelines make it clear that excessive violence is not permitted, the statement said. Content in breach of our guidelines is removed and users will be suspended or banned. Video preceding the attack showed Smith crushing a can on Raja Jackson's head, seemingly not knowing Jackson was not a wrestler. Jackson got angry, but another video showed the pair apparently making up. I'll get to this in a second. A third video after that showed another wrestler telling Jackson to give someone a receipt. It was not clear in the video whether the wrestler was referring to specifically Smith. A receipt in pro wrestling means a legitimate strike or attack, usually as a form of retribution for a spot during a match. Quinton Jackson referred to that altercation in his post on X, saying his son, who he said had sustained a concussion during sparring just days earlier, was told he could get his payback in the ring. No. He was not told he could get his payback in the ring. He was told forcefully, you should give him a receipt. Ridiculous. It was not told to him that he could get his payback in the ring. He was told, you should go out there and give him a receipt. As a father, I'm deeply concerned with his health and well-being of Syko Stu. That being said, I'm very upset that any of this happened, but my main concern is that now he makes a speedy recovery. Rampage Jackson is a decorated mixed martial artist who's held championship gold in UFC and has dabbled in pro wrestling in the past. His son is 25 years old and has a professional MMA record of 1 win and 1 loss. There's a report going around now that the LAPD is now investigating this. That's the last we heard of this situation. I bookmarked tweets on social media in detail, in chronological order of what had happened here. The first clip that I saw was Raja. He was outside with Syko Stu, and there was a camera crew there. I'm assuming he was being filmed for his stream. And this was all being live streamed. I don't know what was going on. We don't really know what happened before this particular clip. Did Syko Stu know who Rampage Jackson was? Now, the report here that I read from NBC News indicates that he might not have known who he was, if he was a wrestler or not. But if he was going to be in a spot in his match, I'm assuming he knew who he was and his background before this incident occurred. So in the first clip that I saw, Syko Stu was going back and forth, and they were building something up. They were working. And then Syko Stu takes a beer can, an empty beer can or whatever it was, beer can, and smashes it over Rampage Jackson's head. In the following clip that I seen, which again was all streamed on his Kick channel, I saw them talking. Syko Stu apologized. What he apologized for, I don't know. Apologized for the way that he hit him with the beer can. Apologized for hitting him with the beer can because Raja didn't know that specific spot with the beer can was coming. They might have clued him in after the fact that they were working and shooting an angle for the show. Maybe Raja Smith didn't know what was going on. Or Rampage Jackson didn't know what was going on. Maybe he wasn't clued in on the fact that that beer can spot was happening, and that was the spot particular to how they were going to build his matchup. We don't know any of this information. But all I know in this certain clip that we saw with Rampage Jackson and Syko Stu, he apologized. He apologized. They shook hands, and both Rampage Jackson and Syko Stu, they shook hands. They were on common ground. Common ground. The next clip that I saw was from a pro wrestler, cowboy dude, cowboy gimmick. I believe his name was AJ Mana. He tells Rampage Jackson, you got to go out there and give him a receipt. Now, I don't know if AJ Mana was working or not. I don't. But why would you actively tell him to go out there and give him a receipt? Why would you actively tell him to go out there and punch him for real when that was not a part of the script? That was not a part of the work. So Syko Stu was on his stream, filmed, telling him he apologized for the way he potentially hit him, for the way that he might not have been filled in on the work. They apologized. Everything was cordial. They were talking to each other. They shook hands. Then you got AJ Mana, who tells him to go out there and give him a receipt. A receipt is a payback for something that you didn't like someone else doing to you in the ring. So you gave him the okay when you are not allowed to make decisions like that. Who the fuck are you to give him decision or give him something like that to go out there and do? You're not the rule maker. You're not the decision maker. You don't have any power to tell him to go out there and do that to someone else. Who the fuck are you? So what do you think he's going to do as a 25, 26-year-old dude? He's going to go out there and take this trust from someone he doesn't know and go out there and do what he's told. From someone who has no fucking business going out there and telling anybody what to do. Then we see him sit in front row. He gets into the ring. The takedown happens. He mounts him. One punch. I don't know if he was out on the takedown and his head slammed on the mat due to the takedown, because Rampage Jackson's not a pro wrestler, so he doesn't know how hard to slam him, how to slam him. His head might have hit the back of the mat. I don't know if he was knocked out on the slam before the first punch was thrown. After the first punch was thrown, finished. It's over. He ended up landing over 24 more punches. And everybody else that was a part of this match, one in one corner, one in the other corner, people on the outside, the camera crew, whoever else was out there, the owners, the referee, they all watched this happen in real time. The referee was frozen in time watching 24 MMA shoot punches rain down on this fucking guy's face, potentially killing him. And then and only then, after the fucking 24 punches were thrown, this guy finally had everybody else that was there pull him off of Syko Stu, and the job was already done. The incident had already been done. He was filmed on Kick. He was still streaming on Kick. He was out there on the phone in his car. He was yelling about the incident. You don't fuck with me. No one's going to fuck with me. He's going on and on and on. Rampage Jackson still being streamed. Rampage gave his fucking quote, and he gave another quote that I don't have here while live streaming on his own Kick channel. They kept streaming for attention, for engagement, for viewership, knowing that his son, he streamed after the incident, knowing his son potentially murdered someone in the ring, and Rampage Jackson continued to stream after the incident, and everything blew up on social media. They used this poor fucking dude, potentially committing murder in the middle of the ring, took the incident, and then ran directly to Kick to continue streaming, to farm engagement off of potentially murdering an independent professional wrestler. Do you know how fucking deranged and how mentally unstable and how fucking subhuman you have to be? The first thing that should have been done was end the fucking stream and make sure that this dude was all right. No, the first thing you did was call your representatives and call your fucking people and still stream on Kick, farming engagement for it. And he got his channel taken down anyway. Fuck him. Fuck him and his father. Number one. Terrible. Absolutely subhuman fucking behavior. Farming this fucking incident. Potential murder for engagement. This was premeditated. From my vantage point, this was all premeditated. They did the angle. They did the beer can spot. They apologized to each other. Or Stu apologized to Raja. They shook hands. Yet he goes into the fucking locker room. He sees this other dude, this cowboy guy, this gimmick. AJ Mana is his name. Goes out there and tells him, yeah, you got to go give him a receipt. Who the fuck are you, bro? And then this guy goes out there and fucking lays 24 MMA punches on top of this poor fucking guy, potentially killing him. Bro, you went out there with the intent to murder. You went out there with the intent to kill another human being because you were told by somebody else in the back, you got to go give him a receipt. Motherfucker, a receipt is one punch, not fucking 24. A receipt is a wake-up call, a hard slap to the face, or a fucking hard slam. Bro, this was all premeditated, man. He sat in the front row with the intent to go out there and do what he did. There's no fucking way you're going to tell me he didn't know that this was all a work, that this is all staged, that this was all planned, premeditated beforehand. The work, the angle was all premeditated beforehand, worked out, planned out beforehand. He went in there and did his own fucking thing. He did his own thing, and he sought to kill Syko Stu. Rikishi, the son of the Usos, the son of Solo Sikoa, the current United States champion on Friday Night SmackDown. He is affiliated with this company. I don't know if he runs the company. I don't know if he runs it and trains. I don't know if he's just there training. He's affiliated with this company. This company is a part of the WWE ID Program, where they partner up with independent pro wrestling promotions. And they put a WWE label on that promotion, and they look to seek out talent via these promotions. They get first dibs on talent that comes from these promotions. They could work anywhere they want, but WWE brands them like fucking cattle so that they got first dibs when they're ready to take them to the next level. The WWE ID program is just another way for WWE to colonize the independent scene, to close off the talent pool from AEW. That's all that is. You think WWE is going to be part of this? Do you think WWE is going to want to be affiliated with Rikishi and KnokX Pro Wrestling Academy? Mike Johnson, PW Insider, put out a statement tonight via PW Insider Elite, saying that WWE hasn't made a decision on it yet, but it's being closely monitored by the higher-ups in WWE. And if I'm WWE, I'm not working with that company. WWE may look to sever ties with that company with all the press that this is fucking getting. Negative press that it's getting. Raja Jackson went out to murder Syko Stu. And he should be in fucking prison for what he did. Absolutely in fucking prison. The fucking scumbag went out there after the incident was over and continued to farm engagement and continue to live stream his reactions in front of how many fucking people? I don't know. His father went on Kick to stream his reactions in front of how many fucking people? I don't know. Bro, these are subhumans that don't belong to walk amongst us normal people in everyday life. He belongs in the fucking prison system. He belongs locked up behind bars with the rest of the fucking people that don't deserve to breathe the air of this lifetime. That clip that I saw, man, absolutely fucking pathetic. And it's fucking sad that it resorted to him getting in there and throwing shoe punches on somebody that did not expect it coming at all. And now he's laid up in a fucking hospital with what type of damage done, we don't know. The dude's life is never going to be the fucking same. There may be concussions. There may be fucking serious repercussions from what happened. You don't fuck around with head injuries, man. You don't. His career may be over. There was another guy that I saw. Some fan was filming outside the venue after the show was over. I don't know his name. I don't know any of these characters in this promotion. He had face paint on. He says he's been there quite a while. He says he bleeds KnokX Pro Wrestling Academy. He said that Raja Jackson came in and completely disrespected not only his company, but came in and disrespected the art of pro wrestling for what he did. Bro, nobody knew this was coming. This was not part of the script. This was not talked about beforehand. This was not planned ahead of time. This was Raja Jackson going in there and taking things upon himself, and he went out there to fucking murder. There's something not right up here. There's something not right up here. He went out there and sought to murder this fucking guy, and I don't want to hear it from anybody. A normal human being's not going to do that. Your father knows a thing or two about pro wrestling, bro. They acted as if it's Rikishi's fault. He claimed that this happened moments before the beer can incident happened. Motherfucker, this was all talked about beforehand. Your son talked to 2 or 3 other fucking people before he sat ringside to go do the spot. He knew exactly what he was doing. Don't fool anybody. Don't try to fool anybody. Don't try to fucking spin the narrative in your way. Your son's got fucking mental issues. It's not Rikishi's fault. It's not the fucking Academy's fault. It's your fucking son's fault. Take responsibility for your son being mentally unwell. He needs to go get help elsewhere if he's not already in fucking jail after this incident. Disgusting. And I mean absolutely disgusting behavior. He does not belong on the streets. He belongs behind bars. He committed or tried to commit murder. Never mind ruining pro wrestling or disrespecting the art of pro wrestling. I don't know how you're looking at it in any other way today. I don't know how you're looking at it in any other way, but this guy went in there and tried to commit murder on this poor fucking dude. I will follow you guys up on the situation. Absolutely deplorable behavior from both Rampage Jackson, who tried to sound empathetic but sounded like a fucking asshole, and his son, who clearly is not of right mind, and he belongs behind bars. I will keep you guys updated on what's going on. Disgusting behavior. I don't think the WWE is going to be affiliated with this company anymore. Rikishi, I don't know what's going to happen with Rikishi, man. Rikishi is going to be under fire big time for what happened here. Big time. And the WWE is not going to be affiliated with this with all the negative press it's getting, man. They don't need this shit. On top of everything else that they're dealing with right now. They don't need this shit. Vince is still not fucking tied up with his fucking shit. They're bringing Lesnar back to wrestle Cena. That's going to get negative press everywhere. This is just bad news, bro. Bad news. I will keep you guys updated on all this with more information that becomes available. Those are just my immediate thoughts. Those are the situations that I saw with my own two eyes today. Kind of just in chronological order, detailed what had happened. Let me know what you guys think of the situation, and I will keep you guys posted on what happens next in regards to Rampage Jackson and his son Raja Jackson LAPD is going to be investigating this. We don't know what's going to happen or what's coming out of that. Like I said, find out more right here on Off the Script. Until then, guys, thank you very much. Hit that thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button down below. Turn on the bell for notifications. And please go and check out all of the other content on the channel. Plenty of it. Until then, guys, I will see you live on Monday Night Raw tonight right here on the podcast. I'll see you guys later.